Man, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So, I was just thinking about what got me into investing in the first place and why I even started investing in the stock market. I remember in the beginning, it was like it might have been 2021. It was 2021, and my brother, like, he was all into crypto, stock investing, like specifically crypto though. I remember it was specifically crypto, right? He was into a lot of crypto and trading crypto, buying meme coins, doing all this stuff, right? But I always looked at the meme coins and the Bitcoins. I was just like, man, I don't understand that stuff, man. When I don't understand something, I don't like going into it, right? And I think a lot of you might be able to relate. Like, if you don't understand something, or you don't know it fully, or you don't know to what extent it goes, or how to comprehend it, something like Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Digital currency? Like, when people just tell you digital currency, what does that even mean to you? You can't process that, right? Most of us know just fiat currency, regular money, like dollar bills. So when he first started talking about it, and he's talking about, oh, he's trading, or he's buying Bitcoin, or you buy cryptocurrency just to make a little bit money, I was just like, man, I don't understand that stuff. And I think at that time, a lot of people were making money during that time, either doing Bitcoin, or a lot of people were inside Forex at that time, right? Forex was a big thing during that time. So I realized in my head, I was just like, man, if I don't understand it, I'm not going to get into it. If I don't understand it, I'm not going to get into it. And as time went on, I think 2022, I wasn't investing. 2023 came, and that's when I finally started to, like, okay, let me see what this is about. Let me see what investing is about. Let me see, like, exactly what this investing thing is. And that's when I was doing my own research. That's why I tell you guys, always do your research. Do your own research, because a lot of people know what they know, and they try and drop everything to you at once. But the best way for you to gain any knowledge in anything that you're doing and actually be successful at it is to do your own research and go through the trials and errors that you're supposed to go through. So someone could explain to you everything that they went through, all the mistakes that they made, in order to get to the point to where they're at, right? The successful stuff they have, the things they got while they were on the way there, they could explain to you everything to not do. But ultimately, you're going to have to make your own mistakes along the way. You're going to have to make all the mistakes in the world. You're going to have to lose money. You're going to have to lose sleep. You're going to have to do all these things and go through your own path to eventually come out and be successful at whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's investing, whether that's trading, whether that's building a business, whatever it is. People can give you as much advice as possible, but everybody's story, everybody's journey is a little bit different, right? We each have our own path that we have to go. So you have to take those risks. You have to do your own journey, because that's part of life. That's what life is. Life is the biggest teacher. So every day that you wake up, everything that you do, the risk that you take is going to ultimately shape who you are, right? So I was just saying this to my friend the other day, like, yes, every successful person tells you what they did to become successful, right? But don't just take it at face value. Don't take every advice that they give you. Take a piece of each of their advice and try and see how you can apply it to yourself. Try and see how you can apply the advice that they're giving you to yourself in the business that you want to start, or investing, or whatever it is that you want to get into. So that's one of the things that I realized. Like, it's not everything that a successful person says that you take and just try and apply it to you, because their situation where they're at could have been different. Their environment could have been different, right? They're better situated to be in that position. You weren't. So once you learn that early on, then you start to realize, okay, everybody's journey is a little bit different. My journey is going to be different. So once I had to realize that my investing journey was going to be different, and there was going to be no handouts, there was going to be nobody to come and hold my hand and guide me, I realized, okay, I have to take this journey by myself. So 2023, I think that's when I actually started to do my own research. I started doing my research. I started reading. I started to like actually study. Like I was studying. I was like trading or investing. Now that I know, I used to think they were the same thing in my mind. Trading and investing. Trading and investing are two different things. When you're trading, you're trying to make quick profits off of a stock movement, a stock price, or off of the price of an ETF, or off of the price of currency, whatever it is that you're trading, or off the price of Bitcoin. Right? In the beginning, my brother was trading Bitcoin. He was losing some money. So he was trading, but if he had been invested when Bitcoin, I think, was around 20,000, 30,000 at that time, 2021, it was around there. If he was investing that money, he wouldn't have lost as much. But a lot of us try and chase quick profits. Like, that's what we want. We want the quick profits. We want the money right now. And in the pursuit of trying to get that quick money, that fast money, you end up losing yourself. You end up losing money. You don't even realize it. Ultimately, the lessons you learn will help you along the journey, right? Along the way, they'll help you and you'll become better, hopefully, that you learn from your mistakes. But if you had understood and you had realized that before, if you could just calm down, do your research, understanding the difference between trading and investing, what exactly is both of them, and then you could actually get into the market, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whatever it is that you're going to do. So I had to learn the basics of trading and investing. Trading is trying to trade, make quick profits. That's not my type of thing, right? Because that's a technical skill. That's a skill that you have to learn. The same way people go to school for nursing, same way people go to school to become a dentist, the same way people go to school to become a doctor. You don't have, I'm not going to say you have to go to school for it, but the same amount of hours the people who want to become doctors, who want to become lawyers, put into their craft, those are the same amount of hours you have to put into trading. If you're not willing and okay to put that amount of time into your craft, trading, whatever it is, in life, you're not going to be as successful as the people that you see online that are successful, because they probably spent years after years putting in work, consistently trading, losing money, making money, losing money, making money, like repeated cycle, to the point where they're profitable now after year 7, and they're finally making some money, and they are pushing to you, right, how you can make money as well, trading. But they also, because they're trying to make a little bit of money off of teaching you, which makes sense, you know. Life is business. That's how it is. Sometimes, like, people try and promote themselves, and these creators try and promote themselves to sell you a product so you can come and work with them, so you can come and learn from them, which is part of it's part of life. So, but you have to go do your own due diligence and your own research before you do anything. So understand that, and understand that it's your own process. It's your own due diligence. You have to go out and do your own research. So once I finally learned the difference between the two, I was like, okay, investing's more of the safer bet. Let me start that. And then 2023, I was studying, locking in, doing my research. 2024 came, and that's when the current president we have right now, the anticipation and the, what's the right word that I could use? The anticipation and the leading up to his presidency, like, there was just so much optimism, like, in the stock market about, okay, everything's gonna boom, because when he was in office last time, everything skyrocketed, right? People were making a lot of money in the stock market, and that's what he was revered for. That's what he was known for. So there's so much optimism, and you can literally see it ramping up right before the election. I think it was right before the election. Everything started to skyrocket. Crypto, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, stocks, everything, like, skyrocketed for no reason, just because off the optimism that people are going to make money, and because he's going to be the sitting president. So I took opportunity of that, right? I took opportunity of that, put some money into the market, and then unknowingly, I just put some money into the market. I started seeing some growth. 2025 came, early 2025. We saw the big dip in March, and then from there, it took off for me and it clicked. It finally clicked. Even though in between 2025 and 2026 now, I was doing some trading here and there, losing money, making money, losing money, making money. But then I realized, okay, what is for me? I have to create a system. What is for me? A long term is for me. That's what's for me, because I don't have the time to be sitting down. I work for corporate, man. I work for a corporate setting for a hotel. I don't have the time to be sitting down doing technical analysis every single day, trying to see if I can get in this trade, trying to see, and then ultimately lose a majority of my money. So I realized investing long term was way better for me. It was more suited for me. So you have to realize what's best suited for you before you get into any of these stuff, like trading, investing, whatever it is that you want to get into. So that's my journey, right? It's not the full story, but that's what I wanted to share with you on how I started my kind of started my journey trading, and how you should start yours as well, because you're gonna make money. I promise you. If your goal is to make money in life and to create wealth, you want to get into the stock market. Not you might, but you want to. Right? That's the ultimate goal. That's your ultimate goal, that you want to create wealth for you, your family, right? Wealth is also not just the money that you're making, but it's also the knowledge and the insight that you have at your current age, and that you're able to pass down from generation to generation. So you have this wealth, you have this knowledge, right? You're able to pass it down to your kids, and then their kids, your kids are able to pass it down to their kids, your grandkids. So thank you for watching. That's kind of my journey, and I'm gonna keep on making videos like this, share a little bit about me, and thank you for watching. Peace.